Dave. He really enjoys going to the movies. He's always considerate to his fellow moviegoers. This fellow is disturbing everyone around him. Oh, look, Dave is shutting off his phone. Now is not the time for talking or texting. Oh, well, now look at that. There's a true movie-watching friend. Let's all be more like Dave.
In 1981, MTV was launched, but only 1,000 viewers were actually allowed to watch it. The first video ever to be broadcasted was called Video Killed the Radio Star by the Briggles, another very famous band in the 1980s.
Food waste. What is it? It's pretty simple actually. It is the loss of food material that is discarded or unable to be used. Basically, food that you end up wasting. To you, this probably isn't that big of a deal, but it affects so much, like the economy and the environment.
Help, I have done it again.
90% of girls say that the media puts a lot of pressure on them to be thin. In a study, about 1/3 of girls have said that they have starved themselves to be thin.
Technology has reformed our youth. They've gone to the extent where they find strength and pride in hurting others, lacking in privacy and the respect for themselves and others. Technology has made such a huge impact on our lives that we become irritable when we're not able to find any Wi-Fi or your Tumblr page doesn't load. What have we become that we can't even help the urge to open a text at the dinner table? And we grew dependent, addicted to technology.
Fastest growing problems within cyberbullying are 1. Impersonation, stealing an individual's name and password. 2. Using Photoshop and other editing softwares. 3. Recording a call without their consent and then posting it online. 4. Creating online polls about people.
Barbie, you're beautiful. You make me feel my Barbie doll is really real.
illustrated March 9, 1959 by Ruth Handler. Ruth was inspired by her daughter Barbara, and a fashion icon was born.
Students who were threatened by violence are likely to be distracted in class, frustrated, and even fear to go to school every day. Although school violence has been reduced, it's still a severe issue of today's society.
I believe that watching a video game is going to create violence for somebody because everybody's different. But certainly, whatever you're doing with your spare time is going to affect the kind of person you are.
Did you know that obesity rates have doubled in children and quadrupled in adolescents in the past 30 years? And in 2012, over 1/3 of children and adolescents were overweight or obese. Children and adolescents who are obese are more likely to be obese as adults, and healthy living lifestyles can lower the risk of becoming obese and prevent related diseases. And did you know that we're the first generation of kids expected to live shorter lives than our parents because of what we put in our
With many cyberbullying cases over the years?
Yes, actually we have, and unfortunately the numbers have been going up in the last 5 years as social media has really taken off. We've dealt with it and we're dealing with it more and more.
Spend on technology?
Definitely a few hours a day.
Too much to count.
Couple hours a day, sometimes more.
Half of my day is because of technology.
4 to 5 hours on technology.
Way too much time.
There is an increase in bullying because kids are not able to escape their bullies when they get home. Bullies can use the internet and social media sites, where it's even easier to get more kids involved, because they're even more likely to say things online, where it's anonymous, than they would be in prison. And this increase in cyberbullying has also caused an increase in teen suicide.
There's a constant stream of violence in TV and video games. They normalize bad things happening and make the players lose empathy. And this can result in more violence in our community.
A lot of people think that they should have someone else's body because it's a lot better than theirs.
People are constantly believed by magazines, supermodels. They think that they should develop a body like that, but they should honestly be themselves.
It's the way you present yourself to others.
It's your own perspective of your body. When you're not happy with the body, make you feel like sad.
How you portray your own body and how you think of yourself.
Almost 500,000 girls have posted YouTube videos asking, am I pretty or am I ugly?
And I'm Max Olney.
And finally, I'm Jake Baker.
Today on ESPN Sports, we will be having a special documentary on professional sports injuries.
Traumatic injuries account for most injuries in contact sports such as ice hockey, association football, rugby league, and so on. This happens because of the dynamic and high collision nature of these sports. Collisions with the ground, objects, and other players are common, and unexpected dynamic forces on limbs, joints, can cause injury.
Traumatic injuries can include contusion or bruise damage to small blood vessels, which causes bleeding within the tissue. Strain, which is trauma to a muscle due to overstretching and tearing of muscle fibers.
Ta-da! 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 Ta-da!